Hello everyone, it's Dr. Medi. First of all, I want to apologize profusely for not making a recording for last week. My daughter was in town to visit and ended up being an emergency, so it was kind of crazy for a while. I also got behind on grading more so than I already was. I've gotten all the grading done pretty much up to chapter 13, and I'll be doing that this week. What I'm going to do, and I'm doing this just because we're at crunch time. We all are. So I'm not faulting anyone for feeling that they're stressed and there isn't enough time to do everything, because you're absolutely correct. So here's what I'm going to do. We have a final exam that is going to be the last week of the class. It has to be completed by June 26th. I can't extend it farther than that. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm letting you know now. I can't extend it past the end of the semester. So we really only had 7 weeks to get everything done. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to still have the 2 match games for chapters 14 and 16. Those will be out there. I'll put them out there tonight. I'm also going to have the 2 PowerPoints for those 2 chapters put up there. If I get time, I'll do the audio tonight. If not, I won't. But it's pretty clear on what everything is. If you read the chapters and you look at the PowerPoints, you review them, they're pretty conclusive. So, and of course, if you have any questions, you can let me know. What I am doing is eliminating the research papers for chapters 14 and 16. So you will not have to do those. What I am going to do then is add questions to the final exam. So the final exam will be 150 points to make up for those 2 research papers. The research paper itself is still due on 6/24, and then the final exam has to be completed in respondus by June 26th. Now, I want to address something with some of you, not all of you. This is an online class, and I understand that, and it frustrates the heck out of me. I don't know if it frustrates you, but it frustrates me, because I like to sit down and talk to people about what they need to do to mentor them, to coach them, especially with APA format, writing, articulating what you want to say. This is not just for this class. You are in a business college, and a business, it's a university. So I don't want you to feel that I'm pushing you to write or to know things that you'll never have to know again. I may have said this before, but APA format, that's the American Psychological Association, format of writing is the standard business practice in almost every institution across the country, at least in the business side of things. Many of you have improved immensely as we've gone on in the semester. Many of you have continued to make the same mistakes. And I understand I have been late in the grading, but some of the things have already been addressed from the first week, and people are still doing them. Just for an example, the in-text citation format. It's the 2 authors with the ampersand, the and sign, if it's at the end of a sentence. If it's part of a sentence, it's the 2 authors, or authors' names, I should say, with the word and, A-N-D. What's the flow of the citations? What do I put first, second, third? Author names, right? Parentheses, the year, comma, P, period, and then the page number. Well, you could put, in this case, if it's at the end of the sentence, you'd put the page number inclusive in the parentheses. I want you to look at that sample paper. I am really frustrated that people have come this far. I mean, we've at least gone 7 weeks. So you've all had an opportunity at some point to get my feedback on your research papers. Why anyone is submitting a research paper without any in-text citations is mind-boggling to me. I don't understand it. I had told you, I had put in the assignment, if you didn't do that, you'd get a 0. What I'm doing is I'm giving you 10 points. I'm giving you something, but you're not getting 25. The other thing is some people are writing just a list of definitions. Well, emotional intelligence is this, and leadership theories are this, and trait theories are this, and, well, no offense, but this is not a listing of definitions. This is a critique. This is an analysis. This is a compilation of everything that's in that. It's a research assignment. I want you to understand that when you do this research paper, if you just put a series of definitional things, you're going to lose 200 points. You are not going to get credit unless you follow the sample paper that I have posted as far as format, and you include the required information. Okay? This is extremely important that you do this. I'm going to check and see here. I'm trying to get my hands on the rubric, and I thought I had it. But I guess I don't. I have too much on my desk probably. But anyway, I've gone over this before, so I'm just trying at the last minute to give you all of the information that I can. People are still using words like works cited. Really? Citations. Really? What else? APA references. What does the sample paper say? As far as the reference page, look at it. I'm sorry if I'm being forceful, but I don't understand. I'm giving you all the tools you need to get an A, but you have to use them. You have to review them. People are putting one of the authors for the text. What did you do? Kill off Judge? You only list Robbins? I'm sorry, but I'm starting to get a little crazy because I don't understand why this is happening. Is there something I've not told you? Is there something? Please, I'm the first one to say, I'm here for your success, but it's a 50-50. It's a two-way street. We have to work together for you to get that A. You're not going to get it if you don't put forth the effort that is required for these assignments. And as crazy as you've probably been about doing the assignments, guess what? They are prepping you for the research paper. I'll say this again. It is so important. Here's what you have to do. You have to learn in writing how to introduce a topic. So, for example, in your research paper, whatever you are going to write about, whatever the problem is, and that's another thing. I've only gotten emails from about a third of you. So if you send me the paper and it's all wrong, you're getting a 0. Just so you know, don't send me a paper with gibberish that does not follow the rubric and expect to get points. It won't happen. Because with all these research papers that you've done, sample papers that you've got to do what I'm telling you to do. Please, this will help you to get an A in the course and on the research paper. So you're starting out your paper and you have a problem. Please do not start your paper with this type of sentence. This paper is going to discuss the problem of withdrawal behavior in the workplace, specifically absenteeism. Wrong. How do you introduce a topic? You bring your research in, or you make a comment about your problem. So, if you say something like, one of the key issues or problems that is prevalent in the workplace today is withdrawal behavior. Period. Withdrawal behavior, comma, let's see, I'm trying to think through. Yeah, we could just say, according to Robbins and Judge, it's an A and D, right? According to Robbins and Judge, parentheses, 2017, is any behavior that disconnects the employee from the workplace. The reason I'm doing this is because people are driving me crazy. I know it's hard and I know it's been put in your head. Take it out. You do not have to quote everything you put in a paper. Stop it. It's only plagiarism if you don't cite your work. Put the author's names next to it, and it doesn't matter how you said it. All you have to do is change one or two words and you're home free. And here's what's good about it. You can take the work that you're citing, and depending on how you write it, you can use it to make a segue to the next paragraph. You guys have done research papers before. If you haven't, I'm sorry, but I hate to throw you in the deep end of the water, but this is what you need to do in college writing. So that's how you'd start your paper. Then throw in some statistics, because you just made a statement about withdrawal behavior and specifically absenteeism. So then you start pulling the research. Is there anything you found, for example, about the percentages of absenteeism? What causes absenteeism? And that as you go through the paper, and as you use the rubric, you will answer these questions. So in the beginning of your paper, give a little introduction about withdrawal behavior. Let me back up. Do that, and then say, one specific aspect of withdrawal behavior that needs to be addressed or that is prevalent in the workplace today is absenteeism. Period. Okay, that's the problem. Then you could start talking about absenteeism. Why did you choose it? What causes it? How does it affect the 5 areas that are in the paper? As you go on through the paper, these questions will be answered. Okay? I know I'm rambling, and I know I'm sitting here and you're thinking, yeah, whatever. But I really want you guys to learn how to write, articulate, and research. It's the key to your college success. And I don't want you to feel that I have ignored you. I apologize for that. As I said, I'm going to get as much as I can and get things set up so that this week you'll be able to take the exam in Respondus and do your research paper. I thought I could pause on this, but I can't. I really wanted to, but I guess not. Yeah, the thing I'm using doesn't allow me to pause. So let me do this, and then what I'll do, I'll post this, and then I'll get you another one. Maybe we'll get something on the rubric, okay? So you've got 2 match games this week, and that's for chapters 14 and 16. No research papers for those 2 chapters. You've got your full research paper on the problem, organizational problem. You've also got your PowerPoint. So let me do this. I'll stop here. This will give you something to digest. And then I will get another paper out, another video to talk about the research paper and the PowerPoint, okay? Please let me know if you need anything. If you are not clear about what's going on, though, and you just drop off my radar, I can't help you. You will fail the class. So a couple of students have done that already. They've stopped submitting assignments. One student sent me an email and said, I'm confused about your grading, what you gave me. And I said to her, call me. And she called me. We talked for 20 minutes. I'm very attainable. You just have to call me. In the evenings is good after 5. Weekends I'm home because I'm working on stuff and doing things. So please let me know if you need anything, okay? But like I said, I can't help you if I don't hear from you. So we're going to have the final exam on the same chapters, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16. But there will be 150 questions instead of 100. I will give you, I'll have to look and see. I gave 2 hours. I think I gave 2.5, so I'm still going to give 2.5. That's plenty of time to finish the exam. That's in Respondus. So you'll have the final exam, the 2 match games for chapters 14 and 16. You'll have your research paper, and you'll have the final. So I think we'll be good. Cutting out the 2 research papers will certainly help, but I do have to account for the points. Taking the points away from your grade will actually hurt you because you'll have less to work with. It could lower your grades, some of you. So let's make sure we get in as many points as we can. Please let me know still if you need anything. And like I said, I will put something out here for the paper and the PowerPoint presentation. Okay? And I know I put a template out there for the PowerPoint, but what I might do is go out there and just record it. I don't know. I really shouldn't need to, because I've got the template with the 5 sections or however many of the research paper. So again, it's self-explanatory. You should be able to do it. My concern is because I'm online and I can't sit down and talk with you when you have questions. It drives me crazy. I really like face-to-face. So bear with me. We'll get everything done. I will work with you. I will bend over backwards for you. But you've got to put the effort forth to give me something to work with. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. And I will talk to you later. Let me know if you need anything. And another video will be coming shortly. I'm going to post this one. Thank you. Bye.